and welcome to our live stream. You are watching Movie Couple Live, the show where we talk about the latest in movies and pop culture. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And welcome to our live stream, guys. Happy Sunday. Thanks for being here today. We are talking about Hailee Steinfeld cast, or is, or will be, playing Kate Bishop.
Oscar Isaac to star in the Metal Gear Solid movie.
Ooh, and WB's entire 2021 slate to release both in theaters and on HBO Max. All this and more on today's show. Thank you again all for being here. As you know, and to our very dedicated movie bunch, we were not able to stream yesterday, so we want to apologize for that. Again, it really sucked. We were looking forward to it, and it just wasn't the day, unfortunately. So we appreciate your patience with us, for understanding, and thanks for being here today, because we didn't want to go, with just the one live stream.
Yeah.
We wanted to still try to do our two, and we know that
be able
we
to
have
chat
some
with you
time
guys,
today.
and we miss hanging out with you guys.
We do. We miss hanging out with you guys.
Definitely wanted to do at least an extra one this week.
Yes, or just make up for the one yesterday.
Yeah, make up for the one that we lost.
Technically, Sunday is like the beginning of next week.
Very true. So this week we're actually going to have three,
including today.
Yes, it will. I'm going to count it as three because it makes us sound more proactive in getting stuff done.
Yes, but we are feeling better. I'm still a wreck. Just in general,
even
in
though
life.
She looks absolutely gorgeous.
Not really. This makeup was popped on like 5 minutes ago. I'm so sorry for the way I am. So you guys, no news flash today for, well, there is one tiny little topic, and I can't remember which of our movie bunch sent it to us. I want to say Debbie, but I was looking through our Discord and I couldn't find the thing, so maybe it wasn't her that sent it. I can't remember. But before we get into one tiny piece of news flash that I decided to not put in the notes because I just remembered, we also want to go through some announcements. As you know, basically the latest on the channel. And on the channel right now, we are in the month of December, so we are doing vlogmas, which is one vlog a day. I hope you guys don't get bored, because our lives, because we're in quarantine, we're in a pandemic, essentially, is not as exciting as like we would be going to Disneyland and seeing all the Christmas decorations and things like that. So it's a more like very toned down version of what our vlogs normally are. So it's a lot of like Wendy sitting at her desk editing, and here's some food, and here's
some cute pictures of Navi.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we are participating in Vlogmas. So, we are on day 5, which is what you saw yesterday. Day 6 will be going up in a little bit. I just have to finish the edit for that. And then, of course, our Mandalorian season 2, episode 6, aka chapter 14,
13, something like that.
14.
Yeah. Which was an amazing episode, by the way. So go check it out.
Go check it out. I should probably have linked it in the description below, so I'll do that if you want to check out our Mando review if you're watching after the fact. And hey, thank you all for being here. If you're here right now, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps us out here with the YouTube algorithm a lot. So super grateful if you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Give us a like if you enjoy our conversation, even though we have not started talking about it. Let's see. Jack has been like a very dedicated viewer to all the Vlogmas episomes. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Jack.
I hope you still think so on December 24th.
When you've seen 24 of them.
When you've seen 24 of them. And hey, we did a advent calendar. I bought it's a 99-cent one, guys. Don't get excited. It's a
not like
advent.
the one that we got from Japan or anything.
That was epic.
That was an epic
God,
advent
if it
calendar.
wasn't for, maybe next year we can travel back and we'll buy multiple advent calendars, one from each theme park if they have it.
Oh yeah, because then we can just save them for years to come.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do the ones that have edibles first, things like candy and things.
Be careful with the way you
things that
even though it's illegal.
Eaten.
Yes, candies and treats.
Candies and treats, and then maybe we'll get like one that we can save for like 2 years or something. And that would have like little toys or Christmas ornaments in it or something, and get like a really good one.
Yeah.
That will save.
So there's a cool one that they have. I think it's called like David's Tea or Tea of David or something like that. The words David and tea are both in the company's title. I just can't remember which one, but I saw it in somebody else's Vlogmas, and they have. You guys know how much I love like my tea and my matcha. This company has an advent calendar for their matchas.
Ooh.
And the second I saw it, I was like, I need to purchase it immediately. So I went on the website, searched all over, couldn't find it. And I was like, what the heck? And then there was a little tap on top of the website. And it said US or Canada. And I was like, could it be? Because the vlogger I watch lives in Canada.
Oh, so they actually have something that we can get.
So if you go to the Canada website, you can order the advent calendar. But I don't know how much it is to ship here.
Oh.
So I didn't get it, but I really, really want it. And I'm really upset that I didn't just like pull the trigger to do it, because I could be having 25, 24 days of matcha.
That is a
different matcha. Like she's been opening them, and the first one was a pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie matcha, and then it was like I think just like a regular kind of earthier, from her description, because it said machu matcha, and I don't know if machu just is another word for matcha. You know what I'm saying?
Or if it's a different kind of flavored matcha kind of a thing.
She didn't love that one. It just
something special about it, or they wouldn't have named it that.
Well, she said it just tasted like normal matcha. But the next one, I haven't watched the previous 2 vlogs of hers, but the previous one that I watched had a berries and cream matcha. And I'm just like, and they're big pouches too, so you can make, because all you need is 1 teaspoon of matcha powder for your matcha drink. Like you don't need, unless you want an abundance.
You use that weird stick thing to.
It's the Japanese traditional tools. You scoop.
Well, I don't know how much that is. I mean,
1 teaspoon.
When you
measure it,
it's one. It's exactly 1 teaspoon.
We can science measure it after.
Oh.
Actually, we might not be able to, because I think I'm out. I think I'm out.
Some other day then.
But yeah, we opened, so advent calendar matcha aside, we opened our own 99-cent Trader Joe's advent calendar, and we couldn't figure out what shape it was for one of the advent calendars. Do you have your phone? Oh, it's over there. I wanted Dustin to show you guys the one picture.
Oh yeah.
They're chocolates.
Okay, hold on a second. I think I can actually bring it up, because I can still bring up us. You'll see us, but you'll also see the picture. And I have no idea what this thing is. At first I thought it was like,
let us know.
A dog wearing a hat kind of a thing. It's on
a little bit.
It's on the palm of my hand. So what was it? Twist.
Is it
there, towards me? There we go.
Hide your...
So like hide my face. But I was like, what is that?
What is that? I'll put it on my Instagram later.
There we go.
But we couldn't figure out exactly what that shape is supposed to be. And don't tell them anything. Don't tell them, oh, that kind of looks like what you said.
Yeah, it looks like a little dog wearing a Christmas hat.
I think it's a reindeer.
But I'm like, maybe it's a reindeer. But then what are these things?
I don't know.
You're just like, okay, well, maybe it's this. But then wait, what's this over here? And it makes no sense on why this would be the shape that it is.
Yeah.
And Wendy and I were just boggling our minds, going, what is this?
You'll see it in the vlog that'll go up later today, that what in the world is this shape, because we couldn't figure it out. Anyways, so this will be coming. That's what's been going on our channel. You'll definitely get a daily vlog, and we'll try to do some movie reviews and reactions as well. Maybe a clown. Definitely not. I don't want it. Well, you ate it, so you can have the clown.
I ate the Christmas clown.
You can pretend it's Navi Dog as a chocolate. I mean, it's possible.
Crash Bandicoot man. Now that I look at him, yeah, he's
oh my gosh. Well, you guys, moving on to our one quick news flash. Okay, so again, I cannot remember for the life of me which movie bunch sent it to us, but you can now get your own personalized batch of Sour Patch Kids. So you know how they have like the red and the green and the whatever flavor, and now you can pick them. And I didn't even save. Did I save the web? Oh wait, I can't click on the tabs because there's like gift tabs. Like I have a tab on my bookmark that says like person ideas for Dustin ? So maybe I shouldn't open that with.
Can't bring that tab up.
No. But you can like customize your own. So if you only like red Sour Patch Kids, that's all you'll put in there.
I think that's awesome.
It's
almost as good as being able to get a full box of just marshmallow pieces of like Lucky Charms kind of thing. So you can like choose what flavor. The fact
just
that you can
the red
choose
balloons. Yeah.
And I think that's awesome. That's kind of like a cute little personalized gift for someone who absolutely loves Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Like it reminds me of what's the movie with Robin Williams in it, and he's got the syndrome where he's like young, but he ages really, really fast, and Jennifer Lopez is in it.
Oh, Jack.
And he gives her all the red gummy bears because all she eats are the red gummy bears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But
and you're like, oh,
Yes, Blade says Debbie posted on Discord, I think.
Thanks, Debbie.
That's what I thought too, but I couldn't find it when I went back. So maybe I'll go back to it again, because I was pretty sure it was under like toys and collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
But except that it's not. Oh, wait. There it is.
Oh,
no, that's Pops.
Oh, that's Pops.
Okay, so it must be under pop culture news then.
Maybe. Well, hey, a Blade. Where did you find it?
Nope.
Was it Blade that found
Maybe it was in general. Oh no. Oh no.
Everyone's now posting in the
Everybody's on the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
But I think it's actually just a really cute idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's under the food channel. Duh.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense now, wouldn't it?
I forgot that we had a. Okay, so now we're looking at the website. Sour Patch Kids. You can choose your own flavor. They have the red one, which is red berry, blue raspberry, pink strawberry, lemon, orange, lime, grape, and white pineapple. I couldn't say
kind of
white.
Like a pina colada.
So which of the flavors would you choose?
Honestly, I like most of the flavors for them. I think if I had to, I'd pick my top three.
Yeah.
I'd probably go for the first three. I'd go for red berry, blue raspberry, and probably pink strawberry. Those would be like the three that I'd pick, and if I could have like a whole bag of just those.
I would do like the red, the blue, the pink, the purple, and I go maybe with the white pineapple just to mix it up.
Just to kind of throw it in.
100% omit lemon, orange, and lime. I don't know why. I just don't like them.
Well, they're also not the big flavors.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Okay, so you can get them. Holy crap! In 2-pound bags.
That's pretty cool.
5-pound bags, and you can get them in 1-pound tins. That's pretty awesome. Or flavor treat bags for birthday parties and flavor tins. Oh, I'm doing this for somebody's birthday for sure. All right. I mean, let me exit out of this. Enough talk about food and all that stuff. When did the Lady Gaga Oreos come to the stores? We did read that they're gonna hit convenience stores first in like the 6 cookie pack.
The little mini.
So maybe looking at your convenience stores first before looking at stores such as, I don't know if they have Target overseas, but the equivalent to Target. And yes, a pina colada flavor would be interesting.
If you like pina coladas.
Oh, that's an old song. Did we just age us?
Well, yeah, probably. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Well, you guys, on to our main topics in movie news. Sorry, I didn't prep any graphics for today, so I'm just going to have to read off my laptop, and you're just going to have to watch me read. So we're talking about Hailee Steinfeld as Kate Bishop. So the actress was spotted on the set of Disney Plus's Hawkeye, donning the costume of one Kate Bishop. And this will be the first time that this character makes the jump into live action. And of course, the Hawkeye actor, Jeremy Renner, also teased on his Twitter
Sorry.
Twitter account, saying, "Miss Bishop, we need you. #Marvel." And if you don't know Kate Bishop, she is the daughter of New York City's wealthiest families. She turns her attention to fighting crime after a life-changing attack in Central Park, and she joins the Young Avengers. And then she eventually kind of like settles in on Clint Barton as her mentor.
That's cool. I mean, honestly, I'd love to see these universes grow. Anytime that you get the chance to bring in new characters, and we've had like a renaissance of seeing characters that we've never seen on the big screen. Maybe we've seen them in comic book form or in cartoons, but the fact that we're getting, characters like that for Star Wars, with Ahsoka Tano, we're going to get Kate Bishop. They're just bringing out all of this really cool stuff and new characters. So I think it would be cool for like a Disney Plus series for a while to have a live action Young Avengers.
Yes, 100%.
And to start that off with Kate Bishop is probably a really good way to go.
And I feel like when the Hawkeye show was teased, a lot of people immediately were like, oh, so you're gonna have Kate Bishop, right? And then I think a lot of fans started to kind of say like, oh, Hailee Steinfeld would be perfect. You know her from Bumblebee,
and she did an amazing
Age of 17, the voice of Spider-Gwen, who I did not get enough of, I feel like, in the film.
How weird would it be if she does Kate Bishop and Spider-Gwen?
Well, she can do one for voice and one for, or do you want her to play both?
Honestly, it would be kind of cool to have the same voice do Spider-Gwen in live action and in Into the Spider-Verse.
Why not?
So I think it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But if they're going to, I guess if they're going to have her as Kate Bishop, that means, well, and also that's more Sony.
This is true.
So technically,
they have that property.
They could get her to play both.
Yeah, they could. I mean, we would love to see it. So let's see what you guys are saying in the movie bunch chat about Kate Bishop. Jack says Kate Bishop is coming to Avengers Game on Tuesday. Dark Jedi Knight says tweeter. The Walmart bargain bin of social media.
It's a social media ripoff.
Excuse me. Are you on Twitter? No. I'm on Twitter. Somebody make that happen. Would you like to see a movie based on Kate Bishop? I think that would depend on how the series play out and how they intro her into it and see how far her story goes. We would love to see it, of course, but we'll see.
That is always the big dilemma is, one, how do they portray the character? How do they execute it? How do fans accept it too? I mean, sometimes you can get a really well-told story, but for some reason it just doesn't resonate with audience at a certain time.
Correct.
So, I think what they're doing is they're going to first start it off small, see how she does in like more of a supporting role, and then if fans are like, oh my gosh, I love her, I love her personality, I love what she does, then they're going to expand the universe and bring probably like, let's start the Young Avengers.
Speaking of Young Avengers, great comment here from Craig, who writes, I think it'd be cool if the little boy from Iron Man 3, who was a freaking grown-up in Endgame at the end scene, if you haven't seen it, well, I guess I won't spoil it just in case you haven't seen it, don the Iron Man suit if we get a Young Avengers.
I think that'd be awesome.
Yes, Craig. Yes. Absolutely. This is like really, really exciting. That's kind of what I think about bringing. There's so many possibilities now that has expanded beyond the like Marvel Cinematic Universe, because now we're gonna have them in TV shows, and I love that what we see on TV can, like, it's not just canon, like we've seen it happen, so they can really cross into each other platforms and things like that. It's just going to be a grand time when it comes to Marvel on Disney Plus and in theaters, or should I say movies.
And honestly, that's another thing, is where would you actually want to put this, especially with the way that movie theaters are going,
which we'll talk about in a little bit.
We'll talk about it in a little bit. Maybe doing something more like a Disney Plus show is actually a better place to kind of start this off.
Yeah.
And it's not until you have the big Young Avengers movie is when you actually start bringing them out into the theater genre kind of thing. Or
you could just do like the Young Avengers TV series.
Yeah.
They have Titans and things like that, you know, so why not, right?
I mean, and heck,
we'd love to see it.
I mean, honestly, side note from Marvel, I would love to see like a Young a Young Justice live action movie. I mean, that show was amazing.
That show is so good. So
good. Unfortunately, I haven't seen the newest season.
Yeah, we have to purchase what's that DC one?
Yeah, it might be coming. I wouldn't be surprised if they have it out on HBO
eventually.
Max. Yeah, because everything DC is now coming up on HBO Max.
Apparently so. I'm not going to complain though, we have HBO Max, we use it all the time, so why not? Let's see.
And then we still have all of those other things that are coming out on Disney Plus. Like Jack mentioned WandaVision.
I can't wait.
We still have Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
And Loki. So, and it's cool
Moon Knight,
to see.
She-Hulk, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, so we have all of this new material coming out that is just like perfect. Disney Plus is the perfect platform for it.
Like a little incubator.
Yeah. Hey, how do these things do? Oh my gosh, they exploded. Let's make a big budget. I
mean, Marvel, they're planning so far ahead that we literally don't even know. Like they have everything's planned out already. The people they're in meetings, I'm sure, every single day talking about their release strategy. The pandemic's certainly a bump in the road for them, but it's not a roadblock. They're pivoting and they're making do with what they can. But as far as like the MCU goes, they're very strategic in their how they're introducing which characters and what shows, and how WandaVision is going to complement the movie, what had happened in the movie, and this and that. Like, really, 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 really exciting. So this is going to be awesome. And let's go ahead, and since we're talking about casting news, let's talk about Oscar Isaac, the man who literally you can cast him as anybody in anything, will be the star in the Metal Gear Solid movie. That's
getting to see some Snake Plissken.
Yeah, so he is attached to play Snake in the
Solid Snake. What am I thinking? Snake Plissken is from Escape from New York.
Oh, that's very different.
Well, I mean, they have kind of a cool, rough exterior, kick-ass kind of personality.
This is true. But yes, Oscar Isaac is attached to play Solid Snake in the action movie Metal Gear Solid, currently in development at Sony Pictures. And the game is based on the 33-year-old, the movie is based on the 33-year-old video game franchise published by Konami. And we know, obviously, we know Oscar Isaac's work in films such as, let's see, Ex Machina, the Star Wars sequel trilogy, if that's what you want to call them, the upcoming Dune, the upcoming Moon Knight, so much more. So I have complete confidence that he is the perfect actor to bring Snake to life. I also need to see him hiding in a box.
There has to be at least one moment of him hiding in the box.
Or it could be by accident. It doesn't have to be so purposeful, but that's a thing that we're known, you know, kind of sort of like if you think about Assassin's Creed, how he blends in.
Yeah. You know, puts up the hood.
Right. So very similarly, I just want to see, even if it's just a box falling on him and he kind of comes out of it kind of what the heck? Yeah, how that happened, sort of like just a little nod. And if you guys don't know about Metal Gear Solid, the first game was released by MSX home computers in 1987. Wow, I didn't even know that because I didn't play it on a computer. I don't even know when.
Yeah, I just played it on when it came out on the PlayStation.
Right, and Metal Gear Solid is the third game in the series, and it debuted at the 1996 Tokyo Game Show, and was released for PlayStation in 1998. And the game follows Solid Snake, a soldier who infiltrates a nuclear weapon facility to neutralize the terrorist threat from Foxhound. So really, really exciting, super action-packed. Let's do this, video game movies. Let's do it. You know, I'm super excited.
That's the only thing that I am a little worried about is the curse of the video game movie. So, I mean, there are a few movies. I mean, there are a few video game movies that have been able to break that curse. You know, I think they did a great job with Sonic the Hedgehog. The first Detective Pikachu is a good one. The first Mortal Kombat, even though it's one of those, guilty pleasure kind of movies, it's still, I would say, it is a thumbs up as opposed to the second Mortal Kombat movie, which was terrible. Oh, if you ever get a chance, if you guys have not seen this Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it's one of those The Room. Yeah. Bad movie. No, not The Room.
The Room.
Oh, hi, Ma.
Yeah, that one. Not Room with Brie Larson. Very, very different tonally. Very, very different.
I'm super excited to see someone of Oscar Isaac's caliber take on a character like this.
Yes.
I think it's awesome to just see more and more big name actors go, yeah, that's a meaty character that I want to jump into, that I want to take. And there's such a huge fan base. And I think that's going to be something a little bit more difficult too, is because if you are a big fan of Metal Gear Solid, I mean, then usually you're like a big fan kind of a thing.
Like you've played like probably first or second version and on.
Yeah. Yes. And it's just it's really cool to have this dedicated fan group to kind of get their perspective on something that they have loved for so long. And to see people who kind of know it, and then people who've only kind of heard of it in passing, who's actually never played the game, but they know of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just excited to see what they do with it, because it is just an awesome action-packed spy movie.
Yeah. This is going to be so action-packed, so fun. I just can't wait. I really enjoy watching his performances.
Yes.
So I think this is going to be a fun one. Obviously, we don't even know at this point when we may be seeing this film. It's in development, so who knows? Especially with the global pandemic, who knows? Because production-wise, how many people can safely be on set at one time? There's all those protocol that we have to follow when it comes to that. So we'll see. But this is really, really great news.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, and I feel like now we're gonna see like a resurgence of the game to bring in like new players to the game, introducing new players to the game.
Very true. And also, here's another thing. I mean, because Oscar Isaac, I think he has a good range of age too, to where you could make him a little bit of a younger Snake, but you could also age him up a little bit, kind of like what he has in Dune, gray his beard a little bit, give him that eye patch, and he would just look super gruff. And I think he could pull that off as well. So whatever side of the coin you want to play with him, you can get an amazing performance out of him.
Yeah, and we have an interesting comment here from Adam, a Movie Bunch Adam. He says, I love the... Nope, that's not what he wrote. Adam says, this also means Oscar Isaac will likely also play his father in Naked Snake / Venom Snake, a.k.a. Big Boss, in a possible Metal Gear Solid 3 adaptation, since it's a prequel. That would be really... I mean, more Oscar Isaac, I would never complain about that.
Very, very true. He's an amazing actor, and I love seeing him work.
Yeah, same. Well, you guys, let's see. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Keep them coming. Do super, super, super appreciate it. YouTube and we both love thumbs ups. Really helps with the algorithm. So keep them coming if you're enjoying watching us. And of course, everybody who is watching and live in the chat right now, we're loving all of your comments. And to those of you who will be watching after we've gone live, please comment about any of the topics in the comment section, and just let's start a conversation. Let's talk pop culture news and let's talk movies. How do you feel about the casting choices for both Kate Bishop and Solid Snake? Are you excited to see Metal Gear Solid the movie? Like, are you excited about that? And
I'm surprised that it hasn't come sooner with the popularity of Metal. Oh, my apologies. My stomach's still a little grumbly,
a little rough.
But with the popularity of Metal Gear Solid, and also the fact that it's a very doable franchise. It's a spy movie. It's a heavy spy action movie. So it's something that has been done before and has a good following. So I'm surprised that, I mean, it's been, what, 33 years? I'm surprised that this movie didn't come out like 10 years ago.
I guess better late than never. That's maybe they were just waiting for the right actor.
And maybe
that's what it was.
A super chat.
Super chat from Amar Nail. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There's only one video game movie I am eagerly waiting for, and that is Halo. So much lore.
Oh yeah.
Characters, stories, and etc. What games would you see be made into a movie? Totally agree with you on Halo there. I feel like they've been trying to do a Halo movie. I feel like I've talked about this before. Maybe.
Yeah, and
not here on any of our live streams, but in previous other shows.
But honestly, Halo is definitely one of those movies that's up there. But I think the difficulty with Halo is the fact of that you're right. It has so much lore.
So it needs to be a TV series
like
then.
If you took a space opera and then mixed it with like what was I thinking? There's just something that my mind just completely went blank on me. My apologies. But it's just the fact that there's so many layers to it and there's so much lore that it might turn into, the movie itself might end up being kind of like how they treated World of Warcraft, where it has, that's what I was thinking, is that it's very Lord of the Ring-esh when it comes to its lore. It's so deep. There's so much, it goes back so many years. But to be able, I feel like movie makers are going to be like, okay, we've got to cram all of this stuff in and not be able to pick out the important parts for right now, and then be able to like, okay, if people like it, then we can build upon it, grow and expand. But I'm just nervous that something like Halo the movie will turn into something like World of Warcraft the movie, kind of a thing, where they didn't quite have a really good direction.
But almost there, sort of a deal. And I see a lot of chatter in our Movie Bunch chat here. Dark Knight said it's because the director, and talking about why it didn't come sooner, because of the director and Kojima want it done right. Yes, and we also I see Adam's comment here. John Voight Robert is a big fan of Metal Gear. With that being said, I do hope that, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, but Hideo Kojima gets involved at some point, but it's doubtful given what happened between him and Konami after MGS5.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama, and he got, like, if I'm not mistaken, he got like death threats. And I'm like,
I don't know if that's what happened. I didn't hear about that, but that's unfortunate if that's like the case. I do hope that for the good of, you know, the story and the property and everything, they can hopefully squash the beef, which sometimes it's not easy, you know, because, but hopefully just kind of focus on their passion and their love for the project and the character and the story and the game. And because I would love that input from the creator and everything. Like, I think that would be, it's honestly really, really important.
You would have to keep the beginning.
Hidao.
You would have to keep the story for the first Halo movie, try to keep it just bare bones, and then expand as the movie, or heck, make it like an HBO series. I would almost like that even more, because then we get 8 hours of Halo as opposed to just like 2 or 2.5.
Yeah.
So, but other games that I would love, I'm still dying to see our Legend of Zelda movie.
That's what I would want. Legend of Zelda.
What the heck? Why haven't we gotten a Legend of Zelda movie
Because the lead character doesn't speak.
Very true. That does make it very difficult.
Do you break that lore, or do you not break it? That's gonna either go over really well or not well at all.
Someone in the chat I saw, Dark Jedi Knight, Mass Effect. Yes. Mass Effect would make.
A lot of these I would also love to see as series instead of movies, because Mass Effect, I think the story, just like Halo, it has a very broad, it's very expansive. And I feel like sometimes in a movie, why certain video games don't adapt well to screen, because there's too much lore. And we want to see, we as players, you know, you're invested because you're playing as that character, and you want to see it all done right. And sometimes in a movie, you've got at the longest 2.5 hours, maybe, if you want to do that. It's still too short of amount of time to put in all the lore, as opposed to if you break it up and you do, like, you know, mini-series, season 1, season 2, season 3, and really flesh it out. I think that's the way to go with properties like Mass Effect, Legend of Zelda as well. Like, for example, if the Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings and like Wheel of Time series and all that stuff pans out really, really well as series, I can see Legend of Zelda going that way as opposed to a movie.
Yeah. Oh, Wheel of Time series. I am so excited about that. I can't wait to see Randall Thor, Paranivara, Matrim Cawthon, to see Aes Sedai, to see how they wield the one power. I'm sorry, I got a little sweaty.
Just a little bit.
But I've read all of those books, and they're like that thick.
Yeah, they're good.
But I mean, and honestly, I think that is going to start being the way of so many things. A lot of these movies that people are a little bit more hesitant about making, like say Halo, be like, no, give them the platform of a live action TV show on HBO Max, on Disney Plus. Those are great venues, great platforms to put these shows in, especially when they have so much lore and they're so deep, and you have such a huge fan base that kind of already know it. You're going to have to, you know, you're going to have time to tell your story, and you can't do that in 2.5 hours.
No, that's really hard. So, you know, and you can say the same, I feel like, I guess, maybe about Metal Gear Solid. But at the same time, I feel comfortable that it would be a movie. Like, for some reason, I feel like they could do this okay.
Yeah, I think they could do Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
In a movie platform and have like 3 of them.
Yes, exactly. And
or turn it into like the new kind of James Bond.
Yeah.
To where you have like every 5 movies, you have a new actor that kind of takes over.
Yeah. And I also see a comment here from, because this can lead us into our next topic, from Demos. Demos says, does anybody know if Mortal Kombat will still come out on HBO Max in January 15th? Well, that's perfect, because that rolls us into our last and final topic of the day. But I also, hold on a second. They're making a Minecraft movie as well, apparently. Deus Ex and Splinter Cell, so it's Vanja. And StarCraft.
Oh, StarCraft,
the movie.
StarCraft.
Oh my God, who remember that game?
Oh, I loved it. I remember when I saw the trailer for StarCraft 2, and I just geeked out.
Oh wait, this comment section is jumping all over the place. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we're flipping. But yeah, StarCraft I think would make an awesome either like HBO show.
Yeah.
Or no, you know what? I think it could actually be done in a movie format because it is alien races. It's a genre that we have actually had lots of experience with in our culture, in the movie going culture.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So I think that would be a really good thing for what is it? StarCraft would fit into a movie genre very well, but also it would flourish very well in a
give it a trilogy.
Yep.
Yeah, it can totally do it. There's definitely the fan base for it. And this is what I was trying to hunt down. I kept on scrolling, like it wouldn't let me go to it for some reason. The comment kept on jumping. But we have a super chat from Demos. Thank you so much, Demos. I'm back, he says. Woo. COVID and finance issues have hurt me big time. Oh no. Wait, did you have we hope you are okay, and we're happy to see you back in the show and in the chat. About how sorry, I can't read. But how about Mortal Kombat on HBO Max? Do you guys still think it will come out on its original date, which is January 15th? So glad you asked that. I just repeated his other comment that I saw because I was trying to find that one. And interesting that he just, thank you so much for sending in your super chat. Okay, let me go to.
That is actually part of our next topic.
Yeah, it's our final topic of the day. So huge news. Now I know this came out a few days ago, but we remember that WB recently announced that Wonder Woman 1984 will debut both in theaters and on HBO Max on Christmas. And that date is specific to, I think, the US. The UK is getting it a little bit earlier in theaters because I don't think they have HBO Max over there.
Oh, no, that's right. I remember a lot of our movie bunch have been saying, oh, we don't get HBO Max. We don't get HBO Max. I'm like, that sucks.
That really
sucks. There's so much good stuff on HBO Max.
Hopefully, because of this news that we're about to talk about, maybe that'll be the shift for 2021, and they'll open it up for all the viewers who are interested in getting HBO Max in the UK, because I'm clicking on the wrong tab here. Yeah, fingers crossed. So the decision to put Wonder Woman in both theaters and on HBO Max on the same day, like as in same date and date, we thought that it was a response to theaters being shuttered, to the global pandemic. You know, we saw kind of what happened with films such as like Mulan and Soul that's coming to, you know, HBO, to Disney Plus, wrong property. However, just days ago, WB announced that their entire 2021 slate will also follow a similar release strategy. So a list of about 17 films that includes Matrix 4, Dune, In the Heights, The Many Saints of Newark, The Suicide Squad, and more. These films will be available to HBO Max subscribers, as well as be released in theaters on the same day. And just to note, for HBO Max, the titles that are going to show up that'll debut, because they'll debut on the same day. So I think, Demos, to answer your question, if the release date has not been changed that we know of for Mortal Kombat, then on January 15th, it will be released in theaters as well on HBO Max. If you have access to HBO Max, you can watch it. Now, it's not just on there for like an unlimited amount of time. For us, we only get to see the film for 1 month. It'll be available to us for 31 days. And after that, according to Variety, after that, the movies will then only play in theaters until they reach the traditional home entertainment release frame.
Okay.
And then from there, you can, once they go VOD, you can rent it through online platforms like your Amazon, your whatever PVOD
buy
movie now,
DVD.
like the Fandango stuff, iTunes and all that stuff. So that is what is happening for the WB movies in 2021. Now, this is not likely going to be, well, we don't know, but it sounds like it's not going to be the same release strategy that they will follow in 2022. WB executives say that this is a unique one-year plan, that it is considered a temporary solution in response to the ongoing global health crisis. And soon after this announcement, the movie theater stocks dropped.
Makes
and
sense.
The movie theater owners are having mixed reactions. So what do you guys think about this? And that's why the title of today's show is, Will Movie Theaters Survive 2021? Obviously, you guys know we're called a movie couple. We love movies. That's really, like, we don't claim to be expert in films or anything like that. We just so enjoy watching films, the theater going experience. We love talking about movies and hearing people's kind of different thoughts on a movie. Like maybe you like this one movie that I really hate, and why is that? You have like that discussion. I love the back and forth and the conversation that movies can create. So I am like very on the fence about this decision. Like a part of me is like, great, well, we have HBO Max. We haven't felt safe going to a theater. And also, no theaters are open near us. So even if we felt safe, we would have to drive like an hour and a half to go see a movie. And that's not going to happen if I can just like wait for the release, which is why we haven't seen Tenet. We still haven't seen Tenet. But I'm very on the fence because I am ready for like this pandemic to be over. I'm ready to go back to theaters and eat my popcorn and like cheer or cry at a movie. And another part of me is like, well, I can make popcorn at home and just like pause whenever I have to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, no, that is very true. There are a lot of things that make this very appealing. Is the fact that you can, see brand new movies now in the comfort of your own home. Now, there is another draw too, is that I loved seeing it on the big screen. I loved seeing it with big groups sometimes, especially if it's a huge like blockbuster movie. But I think what we're going to start to see is a huge shift in what we consider to be a movie theater experience. I think the movie going experience is now going to be a lot more of a special event, to where you will get your dinner, you will get it will be a little bit more where you will dress up and probably a little bit nicer. It's going to be more of an event, more of an experience. And so that means you're going to get different kinds of movies in the theaters now. You're going to get those blockbuster movies. And I think all of the other movies are going to get swept to the side to streaming platforms.
Gosh, I hope not.
I'm really interested.
That makes me worry also for indie movies.
Yeah, for indie movies. I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be like a few little theaters where indie films can be shown.
Right.
But this is a huge change. I remember when I was reading through the article, and what was it? A lot of one of the movie theater chains was like, oh, Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're doing. They're playing with fire. And a part of me is kind of like, yeah, that's what Blockbuster said when Netflix came out. Kind of a thing. The movie theaters are in a very perilous position. They're going to have to change dramatically, either what they offer, the prices, the contracts that they have, the prices that they do. They were barely eking along. They were surviving. They were not. I don't think movie theaters in the last 10 years have been what you would call thriving. They've been trying to adapt. They've been trying to change. They've been bringing in better screens. They've been bringing in
meals in theaters.
Meals in theaters.
Bars. Bars, so you can have a drink for like any of like if you're 21 or over.
I think the movie theaters that make it are the ones that are going to be able to change dramatically, change their pricing, their contracting.
I think pricing is such a hard thing to change because they don't just get to play a movie for free. I think they still have to pay for like the right to release it. So what they make, is based on, especially that opening weekend. We all know this, not the box offices, but the concession. And that's why the concessions are priced the way they are. I have to remind myself that sometimes when I, purchase like my $16 popcorn, I'm like, why is it 16? It's fine. It's fine, because and they also have to, pay their staff to keep people employed. It's a rough, like, again, I like it and I don't like it. I like it because we already subscribe to HBO Max, so we get to watch it from home, especially if at that time, if we don't have access to the vaccine yet and the pandemic is still, a thing months from now, then you and I probably are unlikely to go to a theater or to have one that's open near us to go. So HBO Max would be the next best choice for if you want to see these films. And the other side of me is I yearn for that theater. Wow, words are hard today. I yearn for that theater experience, like I want to go with my group of friends. I want to get dressed up and like go see Wonder Woman. I what else? Like just eat all the horrible junk food that there is to offer at movie theaters, because dang it, I like it.
And I still have lots of fond memories of getting together with my friends and going to see, like, even the waiting in line part to go see Harry, dressing up for Harry Potter, dressing up for the new Star Wars movie. So did something pop up?
I feel like I missed something. Hold on.
But
this comment section is being a little wonky. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I mean, honestly, technology can be a little strange, but I think movie theaters are just in for those. It's either adapt or die. So I think we're going to see a lot of movie theaters who are not going to adapt, and they're going to go out of business. And we'll see a select few chains who have made the effort to try to change their business model, and we're going to see a whole new, different kind of movie going experience. And I think movie tickets are probably going to go up.
I mean, I don't even know. Like, I am so worried about seeing movie theaters. That's like the one thing I really enjoy doing is, like, people like to go shopping. I mean, I like shopping too, but I would, rather sit down and enjoy myself at a movie theater than like shop, because I could do that online whenever I want. Honestly, at this point, I'm now I'm a really good online shopper. I wasn't before, I am now. And like picking the right size. It's like, I think this will fit just right. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to some of our super chats. Thank you so much, Marvin Martin, for your super chat. Marvin writes, speaking of movies releasing on VOD, why do you think sandworms are so appealing? Kong or Godzilla? As far as movies, if you had a golden ticket, like Last Action Hero, I'm adding like what's wrong with me? What movie would you go into? Okay, so first question, why do you think sandworms are so appealing?
I'm assuming you're talking about the sandworms from Dune. One, because they are a gigantic monster.
Massive.
But yet it's interesting. You can't just wipe out the sandworms because they are creating the economy that Dune is, that the whole galaxy, that the whole world pretty much is based off of for Dune, because they're the ones who make that drug, the spice for Dune. So you can't just wipe them out, but yet they are a huge part of like they're like, since they're a huge threat, but you can't destroy it. So how do you coexist with something this huge?
Yeah, I think the appeal for me is the magnificence of it. Like when you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh. And it's terrifying at the same time, because how is it that huge? Like, and it's just the ability of seeing it even on screen to make you feel so tiny.
And see, this is where
the danger that comes with it.
I still think why movie theaters are still going to be around, because of movies like Dune, where you want to see that in theaters. You want to see that on IMAX, where you see this teeny tiny little person and this gigantic being, this almost godlike creature in size.
I almost feel like for Dune, I seriously want to spend like, what's the cost of renting out one of the movie theater, like 90 or something like that? Like, I'm almost thinking, we spent the money to do that just so we can watch it and get that experience.
Yeah.
So because it's private, there's no one else in there but us, so we can have our masks off and we can like purchase popcorn after we wash our hands and things like that. Wash your hands. So yeah, that's our first question. Let us know, of course, you guys participate in the chat and in the comment section, and answer Marvin's questions here. Kong or Godzilla? Answer on 3. 1, 2, 3. Godzilla. Yeah.
Even though Kong is Godzilla, just, I mean, if it's a fight, yeah, I'm sorry, it's gonna be Godzilla, because one, he has a flame weapon.
Yeah.
And I think he's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
To where it depends on which size you're going for, I guess. But yeah, I also, there's a nostalgia for me and Godzilla.
Interesting. I'm just reading this comment here. Sorry, I didn't know you were like done talking. It sounded like you had more to add. Oh, DJ Knight writes, if they try to force Dune into theaters, it will bomb. Well, I feel like that's with all movies at this point.
True, yeah.
Because like a lot of people either don't feel safe to go to a theater or can't because there isn't one open around them.
Yeah.
So I think it has less to do, and this is just my opinion, of course. I think it has less to do with people not wanting to see it and more to do with people don't feel comfortable going to a theater during a global pandemic or can't access to a theater. And that's kind of what I think. But
and I'm also a little curious too. I mean, because they're just releasing it on HBO Max. So does that mean if you have it, then it's free, or you're gonna have to?
I think so.
I don't know how they're gonna make much money off of that.
Well, I guess. Well, because you have to subscribe to HBO Max.
Well, I guess
and then you have because it's not all movies at once, right? Like you have to look at what they're releasing in January and then February, so you would essentially be a subscriber for an entire year.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're going to release their movies. Another movie that I'm like bummed that's not going to theater, and I've been dying to see this. In the Heights. That is a movie theater movie for me. The sound, the music, the choreography, like watching it on our TV, it won't be quite the same. So yeah. Okay, there was another. Oh wait, as far as movies, sorry, we almost didn't finish this question.
Ticket.
The Golden Ticket, like in Last Action Hero, what movie would you go into?
I've actually thought about this.
Have you?
A lot.
Okay.
I've thought about this ever since the movie, even though The Last Action Hero wasn't, it's not on my top 100 movies. It made an impact of being able to go into movies and be able to be a part of that world. One of the things that I was always like, one of the first things I would do, I would go into Aladdin and grab that lamp. So I can be like, yeah, so now I can ask for more tickets to go into more movies and get a couple wishes out of it as well. Like when they're all like, at the very end, when they're all arguing, just be like, I'm going to borrow this for a second, get my 3 wishes. Okay, here you go. Kind of thing. Oh, and by the way, Aladdin, you're a prince. And then Genie, you're free. Alert. If you haven't seen Aladdin yet, I mean,
that's true.
But what I'm saying is that there's and then there's also the fact that could you actually make like your own movies and then jump into those kind of things? So you could make your own world. You can make a movie where anything is possible, and then you go into that world to where you now have magical powers. You could go to Hogwarts. You could. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that I'm like, that would be really cool. I remember someone asking this question when in like one of our little geek circles that occasionally happen. And someone was like, oh yeah, I'd love to go into Game of Thrones. I'm like, you die. No, don't go
to Middle Earth. It's a little bit safer.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's still orcs and goblins.
Go to Hobbiton.
Live in the Shire.
Live in the Shire.
And I think there's so many cool things that you could do with that golden ticket. But first stop is Aladdin, grabbing that lamp, getting my 3 wishes, and then going to a whole bunch of other movies.
I would. Okay, I have 2 thoughts. So one, and this just shows like how obsessed with like sweets and food I am. I would go straight into Willy Wonka, the original, and I would just eat. I would just eat until my stomach is full. I want to drink out of that chocolate milk river. I want to lick the wall.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. And going into Star Wars and grabbing a lightsaber.
Yeah, I think one of our comments said that.
Lightsaber. Now, here's a real question. Could we bring things back? Could I bring back a magic wand from Harry Potter?
Oh, I mean, if we could bring things back, I'd go into Star Wars and grab a lightsaber. I would 100% grab the lightsaber.
Which lightsaber?
Well,
though? I almost want to get Evil Rey's lightsaber.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, she doesn't exist in the cinematic universe of Star Wars, but I would love the Ahsoka. I already have the Ahsoka.
Oh, Adam, Ready Player One.
Ooh, meaning
just
I have
to be able to go into
Oasis.
The Oasis. Because then you can build whatever you want, whatever reality you want inside the Oasis.
Great question.
That's a really fun one. I love those kind of questions.
I know.
To where you just start.
Good job, Marvin. Thank you for
Love the question, dude. Thank you so much.
And also, if you guys would like to participate after you are watching this live, just go ahead and post your comment in the comment section. Oh, sorry, it's not an earthquake. It's just me and Dustin both.
Sorry.
Touching the table. Pick that up.
And we got that one too.
I know. I was gonna look for.
Okay, because I'm kind of like when you're scrolling through all those chats on the side, I'm like, wait, I'll just go into my phone and see if I can find anything. But I read very slowly, so it's very hard for me to be like.
But what I was gonna say is I would like to ask you guys to participate in the questions in the comment section below. And if you're watching, if you're still with us, we're almost at the end of the show. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and we will be also streaming every Wednesday and Saturday every week on the channel. Okay. Last super chat of the live stream, Judas Priest.
Thank you so much.
We love the username. Love.
Name, and I love the logo.
I
love his logo. It's so cool.
All right, Judas Priest writes, best way to keep theaters open in the U.S. renaming them to the name of a church. Like the Church of the Cinematic Fanatics. Supreme Court just ruled in favor of the churches. Oh, yeah.
I love that.
They did.
I love that. That is brilliant.
So give us some suggestions on some of these churches that would be
we need church names for movie theaters.
Oh my gosh.
And I love the
Church of the Cinematic Fanatics. I would go.
Me too. Oh, I would be a member of that church so fast.
I'd be a devout.
Uh-huh.
Every Sunday I'm there.
Mm-hmm. I think that's hilarious. Let's think.
Judas
Okay,
Priest.
So some other really fun church names for movies.
They can have like an indie one, like an indie branch.
That would be cool.
You know, the Church of Indie Spotlights.
Of Indie Spot.
That's funny. That's really, really funny.
Throw a little political humor in there. I love it.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
But dude, love the question.
That's a great question.
I want to rack my brain for a little bit on trying to come up with a really cool.
Yeah.
A really cool church movie theater name.
Amazing. Wow. My chat is like not working right today, so I'm so sorry that if I'm missing a lot of you guys' comments. I keep trying to scroll to specific ones, and then it just jumps, and then I lose it, and I can't find it.
Someone who I think that's Adam. I can't really see the name, but the Church of the Rocky Horror.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
I think that's hilarious.
That is funny.
Mm-hmm. And then you could also start doing it off of just a whole bunch of different like famous movies, or like the kind of movies.
Star Wars. What would you?
The Church of the Star Wars.
Just call the Jedi Temple.
The Jedi Temple.
Just call the Jedi Temple. We'll all go. We'll have robes. We'll have lightsabers. It'll be really fantastic. And then next to it, you can like put like the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like across the street, so you can for both.
The Sith Theater.
The Sith. What?
The Church. The Sith Theater. The Church of the Sith.
Interesting. Quakers for movie makers.
See, that's why I'm always hesitant to kind of throw out different ideas, because I know you guys in the chat are going to do so much better, because you guys are. I love it.
This is hilarious. Well, you guys, we are going to go ahead and end our live stream for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's topics, to today's show. We will be back on Wednesday with another one at the regular time, 2 p.m. PT. If you enjoyed the discussion, go ahead and give this video a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos coming our way. We have vlogmas, we have movie reactions, we have the Mandalorian reactions, spoilers included. So check those out. Those are really, really awesome. We want to thank all of our movie bunch for hanging out with us. And before we leave, I should have done this at the beginning. I want to invite for anybody who would like to join our Discord. It's a fun little movie bunch community where we respectfully put that out there. Because literally nobody fights. Nobody fights in our Discord that I could tell.
I love it. I know it's. I love our group. It's a great little group that have, and we have great chats on there.
And really nice, meaningful discussions on anything from movies to pop culture to food to pets to toys and collectibles. So it's an all around lot of fun space to be. And hey, not the final super chat. This is the final super chat. Chris's choice.
Woo!
Chris, thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, how are you? Chris writes, who would win in a fight, RoboCop or T-8000?
Oh,
sorry, T-800. Wow.
The T-800. It took me a second.
My brain. What is wrong with my brain today? What?
Ooh, that would actually be a really good fight. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Death Battles.
They did one
of RoboCop and the Terminator.
Oh,
of the T-800.
That's a good I don't know.
That would be honestly, I would love to see that SmackDown.
I don't know.
I think RoboCop would have a little bit of an advantage because he does have a human brain and he'd be able to kind of do a little bit more creative thinking. And also it depends on whether you go like with some of the stuff that they've had in the comic books and the cartoon, because RoboCop was just insanely overpowered OP in like the comic books and cartoons, to where he could do just about anything. He was super strong. But I would love to see that SmackDown.
Are you picking RoboCop?
I'm going to go with RoboCop because he also has a pretty badass weapon.
I feel like I have to go with T-800.
Well then, we will have to see if they ever make a RoboCop versus Terminator movie.
Do they? Oh, wow. But do you want the original RoboCop, or do you want the newer version of the RoboCop?
Oh, well, honestly, I would like if they had the original version.
Just looks. Movie aside,
the original look of RoboCop, but made him a little bit more agile, kind of a thing.
Let's see. Oh, they both look pretty BA. I think what kind of looking at the newer version of the RoboCop outfit gear thing, I just remember what he kind of was like left with.
Yeah.
And then like that just, I feel like I want to go with the original look of the RoboCop. That's just me kind of being not wanting to let go of my nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, because I grew up with that. But I gotta go with T-800.
Well, now here someone else put in there the T-1000. Now I personally think that the T-1000 would kick.
Well, because like
all of them, liquid metal. You'd have to be creative in the way that you killed him.
Yeah.
Destroyed it.
Can't freeze it because they just unfreeze and melt and come back together.
Well, nuts. We're all dead.
I remember being so afraid of that character when I watched Terminator. I was like, oh my God, how they're never gonna get away. They're never gonna get away. That's our choices. Thank you so much to Chris and Chris's choice for a very final push to get in there before our show ended. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will be back on Wednesday for another live stream. And until then, you guys stay healthy.